Because earlier when I was talking about the things a woman offers, Anton said like emails and all this other shit. I would love to have that, but I can't just say this woman that I just dated, hey, I want you to do all this other stuff. She may be terrible at it. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, I'm not gonna hire a woman just because she's my lady because she's there. No, it's other people that may be better at copy or whatever it is that I need her to do. So she would at least manage the person that I'm hiring to do all that stuff. So she will be put to work, but that's not what I would require from her because she may suck at it. The thing that I require is the intangible things that I need, like, you know, like I said earlier. But yeah, that's a way a woman can actually put work in. But like I said, a woman may not be as good at whatever it is that you need her to do versus an assistant. So you can't just say, I want a woman to come in and work for me. Well, you got to interview that woman as if she's going to work for you and then start dating her because she's going to screw up your business because she don't know what the hell she's doing. You know, the typical woman don't know what she's doing, you know, so that's all I'm saying. That's the reason why I didn't bring that up. But yeah, man, it's a lot of intrinsic value that a woman can bring to a guy that you can't really specifically say that, you know, explain until she brings it.
I hold tight, because we got to move on, y'all. Shortly before we do, let me get to Bruiser, Balance, and Precious. If you want to add some more to it, close us out. Go ahead, Bruiser.
No, I was just going to ask Anton. I know he said it's like less than 1% of women who come from less than 5% that come from wealth. And I was asking him, what is the percentage of women that's left to date that, you know, has 20K or more than 20K in student loan debts, you know, less than 2 years, credit card debt, you know, and out hanging with friends. That's got to be a real small amount of women out here that don't have 20K in student loans and credit card debt. So I'm saying like
this fresh out of Walmart has no student loan debt. I just want to say that.
Okay. That's cool.
Facts.
All right, we'll see if Anton answer that when he gets back. Balance, you want to add to it?
I don't know if you can hear me or if I'm echoing.
No, you're good.
Okay, because on my side, it kind of sounds like an echo. But I want to give you a personal example of somebody I courted with years ago. So he met me in a Ford pickup truck. And I just, you know, I'm my normal self. I got in happy, you know, ready to go. And he was so shocked and surprised. He was like, you're the first woman that actually got in this truck. He was telling me that women would not get in his truck. They didn't want to be seen in his old Ford. And I was like, there's no way that's true. And he said it happened with the last 5 women. They refused to be seen in a Ford old pickup truck. And I'm like, it's just a car. You know, it doesn't matter. It gets you from A to B. We good. And he was just so shocked and surprised. And was showing me pictures of, I guess, the other cars he has. And he was like, women would never know what I have because they never make it that far. And I thought it was just funny.
He showed you pictures of other cars he had?
Yes. Don't ask me why. I'm just telling you what happened. He was just, Lady Di, you know, he was just trying to show like women never make it this far. And I just thought it was funny because he uses his old pickup truck to like filter out women. And I'm like, hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Miss Balance. Bruiser had a question for you, Anton. Did you hear the question?
No, I was asking him. He was saying there's a lot of women out here, but then he put this criteria or these the
filter.
I wouldn't say limitations, but filters on them, and I think those filters. I have to go look at the numbers again. I'm just seeing if you may have already looked at those numbers as far as putting a filter of 20K student debt, a woman that don't have that. And a woman who's been employed more than 2 years, and a woman who don't have credit card
consistently at the same job.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, what is the amount percentage on that? Because I know you had gave me a percentage about women coming from wealth, specifically. I think Black women had to be less than like 5%.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully it's very, very small. Because you only need one.
True.
That's
Okay.
the goal. Like the goal is to filter through so that you don't ultimately have to, go through a whole lot of women so that you can actually find the person that you want, your person, right? You want to find the person that adds the most value to you, the one that is not overly ran through, the one that's not easily available for everybody, and that's the person that you want to be with.
That's
All right.
Bruiser. That's why my husband married me too, because the point that Anton said was very valid. Having a woman that has student loans that are like low is good, because a lot of people today really have high ass student loan debt to where I'm like, y'all niggas need to go bankrupt. How look, it's like 250 and all this type of stuff. Me, I literally only have 5,000 student loan debt, and I didn't have high credit card bills and stuff. I'm saying this as a personal because it's true. What he said is very, because my husband wouldn't have married me if I had something way more than that. What I had was like reasonable. Okay, cool. He looked at my age. All right. He looked at all that before he said, all right, I'm gonna do this. So yeah, I like that.
You know, the thing about it, it's not that a woman that has a lot of student loan debt is bad, is that it's going to be a bad situation for you because then you adopt all of that debt. That's the problem. Like, it doesn't make you a bad person because you wanted to go to school, or maybe you made some mistakes. Awesome. You're not the woman for me, because I'm not willing to pay for that. I don't see the intrinsic value, the return on my investment of getting back more. I'd rather spend $120,000 on getting another property than spending it on a woman.
And that's the reason why I jokingly say I take a chick straight out of Walmart. It's a joke, but at the same time, a chick that has all this student loan debt and all these degrees and all this other shit, that's cool. But it's a lot that comes along with that. So a woman that has no student loan debt and just works a normal everyday job, most likely from an attitude standpoint and from a financial standpoint, she'll easily be able to fit into what I got over here, because my life is a little bit different than, because if a woman like done spent her whole life trying to do this,
I'm gonna keep it brief. I gotta move on.
yeah, and then she comes in over here with me, and I want her to do something different, it's going to be more difficult for her to make some changes if she don't spend her whole life trying to do something else. So that's what I'm saying.
Can I say one thing?
All right, go ahead, take us home, Precious. If it's
Oh,
something
I spoke on it
okay.
in the beginning, but honestly, if you don't work, you don't eat, and that's that.
There you go.